The last thing I want to do today is just to pay tribute to somebody who passed away the other day, and that's the Spannerman from Bort, John Piccoli. John was 80 years old. He had polio as a child and lived his life in a wheelchair, but he was one of Australia's great artists. He took up this sculpturing, making statues and things out of spanners, and you can see some more of his work on one of my earlier videos. But as I say, he was really one of Australia's great artists, and we were privileged to spend half an hour or so with John, and then another hour or two in his garden looking at some of this stuff that he had done. And yeah, Bort is going to miss him. He must have brought in 100,000 people into that area over the time of his creations, and the world will be a slightly sadder place for his passing. Never mind. R.I.P. John. The Spannerman deserves a video on his own. He was afflicted with polio as a child and confined to a wheelchair, but lived a full life, took over the family dairy farm, and when he retired about 10 years ago, he started making art and sculptures out of, believe it or not, spanners. All this is made 100% out of spanners. So he has people combing the markets and what have you around the countryside. Some of these things weigh up to 5 or 6 tons, I think he said, was the horse and cart. They are absolutely beautiful. He doesn't draw any plans. He thinks about them and designs them in his head, and then goes and creates them. He's got a great workshop which is full of spanners, believe it or not, and he's got a TIG welder and a hoist. So being confined to a wheelchair, of course, he finds it difficult to lift things, but he has a hoist to help him with that, and he creates these beautiful works of art and some practical things like benches and tables, etc. He has donated some to the local town of Bort, and he has got them displayed around the place in parks, etc. As I say, he really deserves a video on his own. I could fill up 10 minutes easily with his stuff. That's a shearer there. You can even see where his sleeves are rolled up. Absolutely amazing stuff, and considering that he doesn't draw a plan or an idea, he just thinks about it in his head and then goes ahead and makes it. The big ones can take 3 to 6 months to create, all out of spanners. Just amazing.